And I will tell you, I mean, if you know, I get around and I talk to folks who do these kinds of things. I don't use them, but I talk to them. And that's the first thing. If you follow campaigns, what do you see? Oh, somebody said something 20 years ago that was dumb. That's the 30-second hit. You don't even know what our view is on the issues. So what we have got to do is demand of candidates talk about the damn issues that impact the American people.
Thank you. We have another question here. This was submitted by Samantha from Highspire. And her question is, what do you believe is the biggest challenge facing educators now? How can we fix it together?
There are so many problems. I'll tell you what I think the very biggest problem is, and that is the lack of respect for the whole idea of education to begin with. Many of us grew up with the belief that education and learning was maybe the most important thing that we could do to grow as human beings. And I think many of us share the belief that, you know, education doesn't stop when you're out of school, that education begins literally the first days of a human being's life. So I think we have to take on those people who not only want to destroy public education in America, but those people who demean education. And to my mind, we have a lot to learn from countries around the world who, among other things, and this is a major issue, understand that 0 through 4 are the most important years intellectually and emotionally of human beings' life. Yet, every psychologist in the world will tell you that, and yet we have a totally dysfunctional pre-K system in America. Think about what it will mean to education in general if every parent in America knew that there was affordable, high-quality childcare and pre-K education available for their kids. Number 2, we have got to make teaching an honorable and respected profession. And let me say this. When I talk about people standing up and fighting back about a political revolution taking place around this country, one of the important areas or issues regarding education that we have seen in recent years are teachers in West Virginia, in Kentucky, in Colorado, standing up not just for themselves, but for their kids, and demanding that their kids have a decent education. And the other point that I would make, which I find very disturbing, you know, getting involved in that kind of heavily in Vermont, is you got a lot of kids out there who A, are bright, but they simply cannot afford to go to get a higher education. So you got many, many children who today are in the 5th grade and the 6th grade, and they know that their families don't have the money to send them to college, and many of those kids are going to intellectually drop out of school. Now, they'll stay in school maybe till they're 16 or 17, but intellectually, they can drop out in the 7th grade, 8th grade, etc. And what our job is, this is not a radical idea because it exists in Germany, it exists in Finland, it exists in countries around the world, is to say to every parent and every child in this country that if your kid does well in school, they will be able to get a higher education regardless of their income. Now, when you do that, I think you're going to say to kids now, where moms and dads are going to say, you can make it into the middle class, you can make it into college. And I know how difficult it is. My parents never went to college. And when you're a first generation kid going to college, it ain't easy. But we have got to make it clear to every kid in America, if he or she does their work well, their financial position will not be an impediment to a higher education. I think you do those things, we will move this country significantly forward.